Welcome to Crime Alley Comics. I I know it's been a while since I did a video, but a lot of things have been happening here lately, and I haven't had a chance to do much of anything else. Well, I just got off COVID again. Had COVID for, I don't know, I had to work from home for about a week, and then it finally went away a few days later. You know, you got to do the 10-day thing, but anyway, so I just got over COVID about the middle of last week, and with other things going on this summer, it's just been crazy. So, but anyway, I was going to do a video about 2 weeks ago, and then next thing you know, I had COVID, so that pushed me back another couple weeks. So anyway, I've got a lot of things, not a lot of things, but I got several things to show you tonight. First off, I wanted to start with the progress on my Fanhome Batmobile. Gosh, I don't have the other piece out. I'm up to stage 32 now, and so I will try, hopefully this will show up in the frame. There is the Batmobile frame complete with both front wheels on it. Out of the last batch of parts that I got, part of it was also the rear end and one spring. So the rear differential is together and one leaf spring is on it. It's pretty amazing. The leaf spring on it is actual metal leaves, individual leaves that's stacked on top, just like a real car would have on it. This thing is amazing. You know, the whole frame is metal. There's so many metal parts. There's a few plastic parts, but not very many. And this build has just been unbelievable. Granted, it's not cheap. So, but so yeah, I've got the rear end. It's over in a box waiting for the next round to come in, which should be here in the next, I don't know, week or so. And then I'll get the rear. I think the parts that come with that, I'll be able to get the rear differential together and get it on the frame. I don't know if the tires will come with it then or not, but anyway. So we're getting to where we're going to start needing body parts, which is really what I'm looking forward to. In the very first package that I got from Fanhome, they that package contained the windshield, the two bubbles in the front, and the hood. That's the only two things as far as goes on the body, or that's part of the body, that I have so far. The rest of it's been building this engine, transmission, frame, front suspension. You know, the front suspension has metal coil springs on it, just like a real car. The rear differential, the leaf spring on the back, is held on with two steel U-bolts, the whole bit. It's really quite interesting. So anyway, that's where I'm at on that. I was going to show you the last time because I had these and then I forgot about it, but I did pick up off of eBay 3 of these 007 cars. Let me get them in the right frame here. So, and they're in really good shape, except for the fact that this doesn't stay in. All 3 of them were like that. I did manage to take this one apart and clean it up and got it functioning, so it does function now. And it goes back in and locks. I don't have any missiles for it, but this shoots the missiles. But I had to take this apart, and the only thing wrong with this, there wasn't anything broke inside of it or anything, but the this piece here that goes in and out and pushes all the well, I'll just show you again. So you got these that go in and out as this goes in. So there's a plastic piece inside this that goes the full length of the body. The button's right here to release it. For one thing, that button was sticking down and wouldn't let the sliding part go in all the way and catch. Plus, where it did catch, it was bent down on that plastic. And I think that's probably what's wrong with all three of these. So I've got to take these apart now and get that working and get them back together. So I've got three of those, or two of them now to work on because I got one of them fixed. And I don't remember if I showed you, I did pick up yet another Corgi Batmobile to restore. It had a Batman in it. I took it out because I'm trying to make a mold of that, or I made a mold of it. Now I just got to make some parts. But anyway, so I've got another Corgi Batmobile to restore. I think I've got 4 or 5 now that need restored. So that's another project I'll be doing someday. Okay. Well, I don't have it here, but with the last group of parts that was staged 27 through 32 for the Fanhome Batmobile, I also received a 1966 Batman t-shirt, which is just, you know, the Batman logo, and it's a white t-shirt, which I don't care for, but and it's got the green background like what you would see on the Hot Wheels and on the McFarlane toys, and anything that's, you know, classified as 66 Batman has that. Actually, got a water bottle here, it's got it on it. Yeah, so that emblem there is what's on the shirt. All right, now I have some books coming from Midtown Comics. I just got some in from Midtown Comics, and this morning I went to my LCS and picked up my pull, what the stuff on my pull list. So I did want to show you, and so the first book I'm going to show you is, of course, this facsimile version of Superman versus Muhammad Ali. Very cool book. I have the original from 70, I forget now, 78? I think it might have come out in 78. I don't remember, but anyway, this, and I didn't put a backer board in this one yet because I wanted you to see the back of it as well, because it's a wraparound cover. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I got that one, and I got so much stuff on my desk I can't lay anything down. So then I got the foil version of this, and these are the same size. They're treasury editions, just like they were originally. So this is the foil version of that. Let's set those right there. Now I'll pull these over here. I'll show you. I've got too much stuff out here. I will show you the books. These are the books I picked up today at my LCS. The first one is Frankenstein issue number 1. Very cool looking book. There was, I don't know, 4 or 5 different covers for this, I think. And of course this don't tell who did this cover, but anyway, by Image Comics. Death in the Family, Robin Lives, number 2 of 4. Cool Joker cover. I evidently missed number 1, so I guess I'm going to have to order that now from Midtown Comics, because I doubt that my LCS has any left. I didn't see it today when I was in there. So next one up is Batman 152. This is a Gilliam March variant. Very cool cover. Detective Comics 1088. I don't really, I mean, this is an okay cover, I guess. It's just really busy with all the building lights and all that stuff. But I didn't, well, they didn't have it, obviously, because anytime I get my pull list, I always go and look to see if there's a variant that I'd rather have than the one that they gave me, because a lot of times I'll change it. That's all the books I picked up today. So now I'm getting ready to show you the books I picked up like a month ago. I had forgotten I did get Death in the Family Robin Lives #1. So guess I don't have to get that again. Good. Okay. Batman #151. Space Ghost #4. Always loved Space Ghost. Ever since I was a kid. I liked Space Ghost until they done that one cartoon later on. I don't know, it might have been in the 80s or 90s, where he was sitting at a desk and that praying mantis was sitting at a desk, and they had a different guy talking for Space Ghost and all that. And I didn't care much for that in particular show, but the old Space Ghost cartoons I loved. This is Detective Comics #1087. Batman Echoes #3. Huh. Wonder why there wasn't one of those in my pull list this week. I'm going to have to check that out, I guess. See what happened there. And then the last book that I've got is The Witching Hour. This is #18. Very cool book. And that's all I have for today. Like I said, I've got a lot of things going on with work, with our two booths. You know, the last 2 months, 3 months, I mean, we've been spending a lot of time trying to, you know, update our booths and get more stuff in there and all that stuff. And you know, we might make a little bit of money off of them, but it's not it's getting to the point to where I'm feeling like, you know what, because we've got the two booths. We got one at Jake's and one at Gizmo's, but I'm getting to the point to where I don't feel like I'm making enough money off these things to keep doing it. Gizmo's seems to be fairly consistent, but we're having a little bit of trouble at Jake's selling enough to even cover rent. So if all I'm going to do is sell enough stuff to cover my rent, then I might as well just give the stuff away, because that's what I've done. Because I've got nothing in return for it myself except to pay the rent for the booth. So, you know, I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet. Probably give it till the end of the year, because now that Christmas is coming up and stuff, things should pick up. You know, but June and July wasn't good for either booth. And, you know, you get the people that run the companies that the booths are in that say things like, oh, you know, months with a J, we usually don't do well. Well, I don't know what that means. That don't make any sense to me. So, but anyway, so I kind of backed away from the booths and just kind of said, you know what, whatever happens, happens. I'm not going to keep going out and buying stuff to set back for inventory, because I may want to just give it up. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm at with that right now. And, you know, with winter coming on, other things going on, trying to get things ready for winter. Actually, my truck, I need to put a front axle in it, because the boot went bad on one of the joints and it's binding up, so I need to get that changed out. Yeah, there's just things, you know how it is. There's always something to do. We bought a seller's cabinet here about, I don't know, we've had it 6 months or so probably. Yeah, I think we bought it in March. And when we first bought it, we knew we needed to rehab it. So we brought it home. We went ahead and put it in the pantry and, you know, put our stuff in it and all that. But we decided, you know, we want to get this thing refurbished before winter gets here. And so it's out on the front porch. My wife's been working diligently on that. And she's got the top section just about ready to paint. And then we've got a little bit of work to do to the bottom section. Then it'll be ready to paint, and then we can get it back in the house. So, so there's that project that's going on. And an update on the Fiberglass Freaks Batman Museum. It's not open quite yet, and that's in Logansport, Indiana. That's my friend Mark Rakup that owns Fiberglass Freaks, where they make the 66 Batmobile for people with lots of money that can afford to buy one and drive it. So he's been trying to get this museum open, and there was some electrical work that needed to get done and so on, and that is pretty much done, I think. Now I think for the most part it's just a matter of getting everything in place in the museum, and hopefully I'm hoping by the end of this month or the first part of next month, he'll be able to open that museum up. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that's been an interesting haul on that, because, you know, he started looking at doing this back in 2019, and then COVID hit. So that put it on the back burner for a couple years, and then got back into it, and then thought he was about ready to open up last October, and then that's when, you know, the city was like, well, we need you to do this and do this and do this or whatever. So anyway, most of that I think is now coming to a close. So hopefully within the next month or so, the Fiberglass Freaks Batman Museum in Logansport, Indiana will be open, I hope. You can check that out on Facebook and kind of keep up with it if you're interested in that. And also with Fiberglass Freaks, because he has a Facebook page as well for his business of building the Batmobiles. So, okay, I think that's all I've got for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you are all having a great summer. I do want to shout out, you know, I've been thinking a lot, and most of you in the community is probably going to know who I'm talking about. Joker 68, Kurt. You know, he's I haven't had a chance to talk to him for a while, but I do message him once in a while. Matter of fact, I just sent him a message on Instagram last night, and I've just been thinking a lot about him here lately because of all the things he's been going through over the years, you know, with his cancer and stuff, and you know, he just keeps hanging in there, and I'm glad that he is enduring that, but I just really wish they could do something to help that guy, and he was a great member of the community. I don't think he's made a video for quite some time, but well, the last time I looked, which was I don't know, maybe a few weeks ago, his channel was still up. So and he's got some cool videos on his channel, and so you might want to go check that out if you don't know who I'm talking about. But anyway, I just wanted to throw him out there because he is part of the community. In fact, he is the person who got me started doing videos for YouTube, because I had no intentions of doing that. I was watching them, and he was like, man, you got some cool stuff. You really need to, you know, start doing YouTube videos. And then I finally decided, yeah, we'll give it a try. That's been over 5 years ago. Actually, it was 5 years, and it'll be 6 years in February, I think. So anyway, I just wanted to throw him out there. Keep him in your thoughts and prayers. You know, he needs your thoughts and prayers. And I'm sure that many of you, like Metarog and The Boy Who Had Seven, and all those guys remember him really well. So anyway, I hope you all have a great weekend. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. And if you wouldn't mind, please hit the like button if you like this video. All right, that's all I have for today. So God bless, and we will see you all next video.